Okay, all right, so we're going to get started. Come on down onto your back and just have your feet, knees bent, feet hip width apart and flat on the floor. And you're just going to start with some pelvic tilts. So just find that clock face on the pelvis and start to just softly roll from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. It's nice and soft. Bring the arms down by the side. Lengthen your neck out on the floor. Tuck your chin in and sink your ribs into the mat. So try to think about this mid-rib portion and you're sinking it into the mat. And just softly loosening up through the pelvis. Just bringing your awareness to the spine. And what's happening further up into the neck as you north-south tilt. 2 more. And then we're going to find that mid-neutral position. So neither arching or flat, find that middle position. So thinking about across those front hip bones being nice and even, arms down by your side, and just take some nice, slow, deep abdominal breaths. So breathing into the tummy, relaxing through the upper chest, and slowly breathing in and out, letting the tummy rise and fall. Maintaining neutral pelvis, so keep that softly in position, sink the ribs, lengthen the neck, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose, just letting the tummy rise and fall. For 2 more. And then on the next breath, we're going to add a little pelvic floor and a little deep tummy contraction. So breathe in. And then on the breath out, very softly, 20%, draw your navel to your spine, pull up on your pelvic floor like you're trying to stop passing wind. Breathe out to relax, let the tummy rise. And so breathing in, relax, let the tummy rise. Breathe out, softly engage. So it's just a 20% contraction. So you're not straining, you're not really gripping, just soft. And just run through a couple of those. So breathe in to relax. Breathe out, soft activation. 2 more. Last, and then just keeping that pelvis in a nice neutral position, start to bring in some overhead arms. Breathing in, breathing out, coming down. Now as you come up and over, try not to let the ribs pop. So thinking about sinking those ribs into the mat, maintaining a soft activation through the front body. So breathing in, arms rise, breathing out, coming down. Focusing on good pelvic position, neck is long and head is soft and heavy into the floor. Keep breathing. So focusing on that nice, slow, deep tummy breath for 2 more. Last one, coming up, softly down, bring the hands down by the side and we're coming into a little knee float. So just going to softly float one knee to the ceiling. And again, nice, steady pelvic position. Okay, so just try to maintain that neutral pelvis, not letting it arch off the floor, not letting it tilt, and not letting the ribs pop. And keep breathing. Just focusing here on that nice stability through the pelvis. Just start to bring your awareness to your body. Slowly up, slowly down. For 2 more. 1 more on each side. And we're taking it into a knee drop out. So same concept, take one knee halfway out to the side and return, then alternate. One knee lowers, the other knee stays pointing to the ceiling. And again, don't let the pelvis rock. Breathe in to lower, breathe out to return. Focus on the stability of the pelvis, maintaining that neutral pelvic position. So soft arch under the lower back. So we're not lifting up off the floor. We're trying to keep the pelvis nice and steady. So open, knee opener, Karen. Drop one, so out to the side. Come back up. That's it. Good. And again, just keeping the neck long, chin tucked in, shoulder blades down away from the ears. Don't let the shoulders hitch up. One more on each side. Okay, now take the arms straight up to the ceiling and you're coming into an opposite arm and leg extension. So again, we're just thinking about that connection through the front body. The opposite arm and leg extend away. So slide the leg on the floor, reach the arm overhead and try not to arch the body up off the mat. Keep breathing. Now, option is to stay here. If you're wanting to work a little bit harder, come up into tabletop and continue with the opposite arm and leg. Maintaining that front body connection, nice and long through the spine. Keep that breath going. Draw the shoulder blades down away from the ears. Good. Keeping the legs in tabletop. If you're in tabletop, keeping those shins parallel to the ceiling. Don't let them fall down. One more on each side. And then just come down. Now, if you've got a ball, we're going to keep doing the same thing, but we're going to add in an opposite hand and knee connection with the ball. You don't have to use the ball, so you can just have your hand on your knee, or if you have a towel, you can put a towel in there. So start by just connecting the opposite and hand and knee. So you're with the ball or without the ball. A little bit of pressure through the hand to the knee. Now, option is to stay here with the foot on the floor and connecting that tummy activation. Otherwise, come back up into tabletop and keep going. So opposite hand and knee, soft resistance. So you're just softly pushing into that knee, breathing. Lengthen the neck, tuck the chin in. Nice and steady through the pelvis. If that feels too hard to maintain the position of your pelvis, take your foot down on the floor and slide your foot out on the floor. So the option is to have the foot on the floor, keep working the opposite hand and leg slide, but the foot's on the floor. For two more. Last one. Okay, then we're going to swap sides. So take the ball, opposite hand, opposite knee, other hand extends up to the ceiling, and option is to have that leg on the floor or lift it up off the floor and keep going. Just adding an extra abdominal connection here with the pressure against your knee. You need to keep breathing. And with your legs up in tabletop, your lower back will be flat into the floor. So we're losing that arch in the lower back, and that's what you want to maintain. So as you reach the arm and leg away, try not to arch up off the floor. Keep breathing for 4 more. That's it, good. And just pop the ball down to the side, hug your knees into your chest and just give your back a little massage on the floor. And then grab a knee in each hand and circle the knees out and just get the hip loosened up. Okay, grab a hold of your long band and wrap it over the ball of one foot. And we're just going to start with a little point and flex. So just extend your leg up to the ceiling and point and flex the toes. So point and flex. Draw your toes down towards you. You should get a stretch up through the back of your leg. Okay, then we're going to come into a leg circle. So just hold the band, anchor it down by your side, holding it there. Take the leg out to the side, down, around, and up through the middle. So out to the side, down, around, and up through the middle. And again, just try to focus on that pelvic position. So keeping the pelvis nice and steady. The circle can be as small as you need. For any hip issues, just do a nice little circle. Can be just up here, little circle. If you've got good range, no hip clunking, hip issues, take it into a wider circle. Keep going. Nice smooth control. So try and keep the speed of the circle the same the whole way around. So we're not coming out, down and then whizzing through the bottom. Keep it a nice steady pace. So we're looking for that control in the hip muscle. And keep drawing your shoulders down away from your ears. Don't let your shoulders hitch up here. For 3 more. Then come up, point the toes, lower the legs straight down, flex the foot and rise. Point, lower, flex and rise. Nice and strong through the leg muscles, activating your quads, activate your hamstrings, pelvis is steady. So just good control, keep the breath going. So point to lower, flex and rise. For 4 more. Last one. Now bend your knee, turn your knee and toes to the outside of the mat and you've got a little frog kick. So external rotation, draw the knee in, kick the foot away. So again, nice and strong, steady through the pelvis. So we're controlling the pelvic stability, focus on the hip movement. Extend out long and strong. Kick the wall away. Turn the knees out, the knee, turn the foot out. For 5 more. Okay, come on in and swap legs. So pop the other foot into the band, lift to the ceiling, point and flex to start, loosen up through your hamstring. You should feel a nice stretch up through the back of your leg here. Okay, and then let's take it into the circle. So leg comes out, down and around. Nice, smooth control. Really trying to work the hip muscles to control that movement. Pelvis is staying steady. It should be soft through your neck. So no tension up into the neck and shoulders. Try and relax your head. Draw your shoulders down away from the ears. Open up the collarbones. Really controlling that hip. Out to the side, smooth down and around. For 4 more. Last one. We're holding the legs straight up, point the toes, lower, flex the foot, right. Point, lower, flex, right. Nice and strong through that leg. Thinking about activating all the leg muscles. So it's a really nice, strong movement. Point, lower, flex, rise. For 4 more. Last one. And then bend the knee, turn the toe and the knee, so the foot and the knee out. Then you've got a little frog kick. Hip out strong, draw the hip in. That's it. To turn the foot towards the outside of your mat and kick it out away from you. Draw the knee in as far as you can comfortably, but again, just work within any hip issues. For 4 more. Okay, bring the band in, keep it handy over your chest. Take your ball if you have one, or a towel, or nothing. You can have nothing here. And set yourself up for bridge. So just feet hip width apart, knees hip width apart. If you've got the ball, you've got a little squeeze on the ball. So we're activating those adductor muscles. And let's just start with the warm-up bridge. So breathe in to prepare, breathe out, roll to 12 o'clock, peel the pelvis up off the floor, take a breath in at the top, and then articulate the spine down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Reach the fingers down towards the toes and keep going, keeping the neck soft and long. So rolling up to sort of the shoulder blades if you can. And keeping the neck heavy and the shoulders soft. Push through the heels. Lots to think about, but just try to slow it down to your own pace so you can focus on that good breath and good articulation of the spine. So really working on getting 1 vertebrae at a time moving. Slowly down. Keep that little soft squeeze on the ball, if you've got one. If you haven't, just keep your knees about hip width apart. So maintaining that position. Don't let the knees roll in. Keep breathing. Collarbones nice and wide. Chest is open. For 2 more. Okay, on the next one, you're going to hold the top of the bridge. Come on up, grab your armband, reach your arms up to the ceiling and start with a single leg, single arm lower. So maintaining that bridge position. 1 arm stabilizes, the other arm opens. Keep that little squeeze on the ball. Keep breathing. And draw the shoulders down away from the ears. So easy here to have your shoulders hitched up to your earlobes. To draw them down. Keep them down, keep the neck long. And if you need to come out of bridge at any time, come on down, keep working the arms. One arm stabilized, other arm pulls down. Okay, we're taking it into a double arm open now. So both arms, nice and steady, control, slow release. Open, control the release. Don't let the band pull you back. Keep breathing. And you're pushing through your heels to lift the pelvis towards the ceiling. Squeezing into your glute butt muscles. Drawing those shoulders down, away from the ears. So we're going to add a little pulse here. Pulse, pulse, close. Pulse, pulse, close. A little double pulse to open, slow return. Again, come down at a bridge at any time and keep working the arms. For 4 more. Okay, you can release the band. Now option if you need to come down at a bridge if you need to have a break. Otherwise we're staying up here and you're coming into a single heel lift. So one heel at a time. Again, you can come down at a bridge and keep going if you need a break. So keep going with the heels. You can challenge the arms. You can have your arms straight up, or you can take them overhead and just see if you've got that range. Don't push into any shoulder pain. And keep your hands down by your side. Take it into a double heel lift. Keep that breath going. Nice, smooth breathing in and out through the nose. Try not to hold your breath. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. Articulate down out of bridge. Now you can have your arms anywhere here, up behind you, behind your head, down by your side. Bring the balls of your feet to the floor. Lift your heels. Hold in that position. Take a breath in. On the breath out, we're peeling up into bridge. Now, your hamstrings are going to work a bit harder here. So you might not have as full range. But only just go as far as you can comfortably. And again, if that's too hard, just bring the feet flat. Even try your heels. Heel support bridge. Just take it slow. Keep the breath going. Try and use the tummy muscles to connect, to lift the pelvis, push through the buttock. This is good. Excellent work. 3 more. Two to go. Last one. Okay, come on down. Bring your hands behind your head. Option is to get rid of the ball here. We're just coming up into a curl. So to keep the elbows wide, don't pull on your neck. Keep a little space here under your chin, okay? So imagine you've got a lemon or something there. So you're not squishing your head down. Keep the neck long We're going to lift up and then curl, rib to hip, and then lower it back down. Roll it back out. So coming up and then rolling it back out. So try to think about, again, from this up position, one vertebrae at a time coming down. Keep the elbows wide, no pulling on the neck. Use the breath. Breathing in, breathing out. If you have got a ball, keep that little bit of pressure on the ball. So just a soft squeeze with the knees, keeping those adductors engaged. Just 4 more. On the next one, you're going to hold the upper body and we're lifting the legs, lower the legs, lift and lower. Now, option is to take the head back down if that's too much. So just work within your level that you're comfortable with. You can have your head on the floor and just work the legs. If you can maintain that upper body connection. Okay, take the head down, and now we're all going to try and do 5 head lift, knees lift. So when you're ready, lift up and lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, take your ball out if you've got one in. Lengthen your arms and legs away. Just take a front body stretch. Okay, come back up, bend your knees. We're just going to bring in our oblique muscles now. So then take your arms straight up to the ceiling. Now, option is to keep your feet on the floor or come up into tabletop. And your knees are just in a little V position. So there, you've got a little bit of room in between the knees. Hands come from here. We're going to come up. One hand goes between the legs, one comes to the outside, and then lower, and then alternate. So softly lifting. Focus on opposite rib now, just to hip. Breathing. So lower down in between, come all the way down, then reach up and through, all the way down, then up and through. Feet flat on the floor, or feet up in tabletop. That's it, good. Keep breathing. Keep the neck nice and long. Good job. 4 to go. Last one on each side. Okay, come on down. Take another front body stretch. Just give your legs a little shake. Reach your fingers overhead if you can. And just a nice big deep breath into the front tummy, front body ribs. Okay, bend your knees up. Take your arms out wide. Keep your feet and knees together. Roll your knees to one side. Turn the head in the opposite direction. And just keep going from side to side. Just loosen up a little bit through the back. Keep it soft and smooth. Roll the knees to one side and just turn your head. Your head should be heavy. Okay, we're going to add a leg extension. So roll, extend the top leg, come back, swap sides. Roll, extend the top leg, and keep going. Turn the head softly in the opposite direction. Breathing, nice big deep breath. Let your ribs soften into the mat and feel that nice stretch into the lower ribs here. One more on each side. Okay, again, if you've got a ball, pop it between your knees or a towel. Come up into tabletop, keep the arms out wide. Okay, just start with a little squeeze on the ball or the towel. Whatever you've got in between, squeeze, slow release, squeeze, slow release. Now here, in this position, the spine is flat on the floor. Okay, there's no arch under the back in tabletop, and we're drawing the shoulders down away from the ears. Okay, hold just a soft squeeze on the ball. Breathe in, lower your knees to one side. Breathe out, return. So arms out wide. So pendulum. Shins in tabletop, parallel to the ceiling. Breathe in to lower. Breathe out to return. Use the breath here and the tummy muscles to control the movement. Softly lower, breathing in, breathe out. Get that little bit of a deep tummy activation. Draw the pelvis and the legs back up. Now you can stay here. If you want to work a little bit harder, add the leg extension. So we're still squeezing the ball. Roll, extend, back up, middle. Breathe in, extend, back up, middle. Keep going. Soft through the neck. No tension into the neck and shoulders. Take a break whenever you need to. If you feel tension up into your neck and shoulders, you're going too far. But only go as far as you can control. One more on each side. Okay, take the ball out, hug one knee into your chest, extend the other leg away. Just take a nice big hip flexor stretch there. And swap legs. Okay, hold that leg there. Lift the head up off the floor. Lift the other leg off the floor and swap legs. So maintain the upper body and nice and steady through the pelvis. And lengthen the neck. Try not to be squeezing and pinching in through the neck. Breathe in. Breath in, breath out. Doesn't matter as long as you're breathing. Nice, strong, dynamic legs. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Okay, come on down. Just take a stretch with the back and hold it there for 2 breaths. Rolling the knees to one side and then come on over onto the other side. Okay, and then grab your leg band and tie your knees up and roll onto your side. Now you can have a pillow under your head or the ball, or you can just be lying flat on the floor. So we're going to start with our feet in line with the butt, so towards the back of the mat. Keep your heels together and just start lifting that top knee. Just slowly up, slowly down. Keep the heels together. Slowly up, slowly down. Pelvis is stacked here. So you get a little bit of pelvic rotation, but we're not opening up the pelvis. The focus now is the butt muscle. And the top body, just try to be mindful of this top shoulder. It's not up here around your earlobe. Draw it down. Try and open your collarbone. So think about that shoulder blade. Draw it down towards your back pocket. That's it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can keep going, feet on the floor, or lift your feet off the floor. Keep the heels together and keep going. And again, if you need to have a break at any time, just stop, have a pause, and then carry on. The glutes are pretty big muscles, so it can handle a lot, but I don't want you to strain and hurt yourself, so just work where you can. Keep breathing for 5 more. Okay, good job. Bring the knees to the front of the mat. So we're in a chair position. And now open knee and leg together, knee and foot together. So they travel together, up and slowly down. And here we're going to get a bit of pelvic opening. So you can allow a little roll open with the pelvis. Allow that little bit of rotation. And if you're feeling a lot of tension up here, just maybe take a rest, pause. Try not to take the tension up into your shoulders. The glutes should be starting to burn a little. Feeling that? I'm only groaning, so that's good. 5 more. Okay, give that a little rest. Let's just take it into a bow and arrow with the upper body. So bottom arm is out flat, top arm, and just slide that top arm out. Bend the elbow, open the chest. Breathing in, breathing out. Let the head be nice and heavy, and the head, eyes follow the hand. Breathing in, breathing out. Okay. Come back in. We're coming back to that glute, and we're going to do a bicycle leg. So you're going to kick that leg up, down, and around. And what I really want you to try to focus on the back phase. Okay, so bring it up to your chest as far as you can, kick it down, and really take it back towards the back of the mat. Nice and strong into that backward part of the kick or circle. And this is a pretty tough exercise. So if you start feeling any pain, just stop. That's it, good. 4 more. Okay, last one. We're going to roll. We've done this one before. Roll the top hip forward, point the toes to the floor, and then we're kicking up and back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Give it a little rub. And then stay where you are with your legs. Come up into side body support. You can do a little side push-up. So try and have your hands kind of, they don't have to be perfectly square. You could have one arm forward. So it just depends how much rotation you can get in your upper body. Otherwise, you're holding it there and you're just dropping your nose to the floor and push away for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Come into your side arm support. So in this position, remember, you're lifting up away from the floor. We want a right angle triangle here. Take the other hand to the ceiling. Open the shoulder. Let the eyes follow the hand and then thread the needle. Open the shoulder, breathe in. Breathe out, thread the needle. Keep pushing your forearm into the floor and your hand in the floor. So it's like you're pushing the floor away from you to lift your body up out of that armpit. Go on, try to lift up more, draw that shoulder down, the weight-bearing shoulder, so you're not hanging like that. So you really want to try and lift your side body, otherwise you're going to hurt that shoulder. Can you lift a bit? Yeah, that's it, that's it. Breathe in, breathing out. That's it. Just 2 more. Last one. Okay, and then come over to the other side. So roll yourself over. And set yourself up, bottom in line, so feet in line with the bottom, heels together, and just start lifting that top knee. And have a think about that upper shoulder. Draw your shoulder blade down towards your back pocket. Open up your collarbone. Keeping the heels together, slowly up, slowly down. Okay, and then bring the feet up off the floor and keep going. Good. For 5 more. Okay, bring the knees to the front of the mat so you're in 90 degrees, hip and knee flexion, and then lift and lower. lift and lower, and allow that little bit of pelvic opening here. Lift and lower. Obviously, it depends what band you're using. So if you've got a green or a black band, they're a bit harder, so you may not get as much range. Just go where you can. And you can, of course, do it without the band. I feel like that's all too much. So 5 more. Okay, give it a little rub. All right, and then pop the ball out of the way or the pillow and come into your bow and arrow. So just roll that top arm, open the chest, let the eyes follow the hand. Breathe in, breathing out. Just nice, slow, steady, just at your own pace with your own breath here. No race, and this should feel quite nice. Just 2 more. Just keep your eyes heavy, so your head heavy. The head just rolls with the spine. Okay, coming back and coming into your bicycle kick leg. So bending it up as far as you can, take it back behind you. Keep that breath going here. Just nice, smooth breathing. Try not to hold your breath and try to keep taking the breath down into your tummy. So you're not breathing with your upper respiratory muscles. That's it, good. Focus on that back bit. Push back into the back of the mat, towards the back wall. That's it, 4 more. That's it, good. Okay, now just turn the top pelvis forward, toes to the floor, and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now come and push yourself up into side support. Hands can be parallel or one forward, one back, whatever you can do. And then when you're ready, you've got 10 push-ups. Coming down, pushing up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Now come onto your side arm, forearm. And if this is too hard, this position, come out of it. That's better. Better on that side. It is hard for. Okay. Take your other arm up. Soft opening. You don't have to go far. And then come under and through. Your eyes are going to follow the hand. And we're pushing the floor away with the forearm and open up the fingers. So splay your fingers out. Lift the body up towards the ceiling. So really activate that scapula on the weight-bearing side. And breathing in. Breathe in, open the ribs. Breathe out, come through. 2 to go. Okay, good job. Come onto your hands and push yourself over onto all fours. And let's just start with a child's pose stretch. Now you can leave your band on, but just bring your feet together, knees apart if you can, and sit back down on your heels. Just drop the head if you can, and trying to reach your bottom towards your heels. So taking a breath in and just seeing if you can sink down there. Now if you've got knee issues, you can have a pillow or your ball can sit in here and support you. So just go where you can comfortably. Just take that nice stretch. Okay, now coming up onto all fours. So set yourself up. You should have your fingers out nice and wide. Your shoulders are right, hands are right under the shoulders. So not up here, back here, and the knees are under the hips and hip width apart. Draw the shoulders down. So just shrug and then draw down. Shrug your shoulders up to ears, draw down. So just get that awareness of activating those shoulder blades. And then hold the shoulders down towards the back pockets. Poke your neck, drop it down, lift it up. A little poke and then lift. So the eyes stay down, but you're activating those deep neck muscles to lengthen the neck. Poke and then lift. Just get a feel. So in this position, we're thinking about drawing the shoulders down away from the ears. We're pushing the floor away, and we're going to keep our neck, our chin softly tucked in, and our neck is long. So holding that position, just come into a little pelvic tilt. So holding the upper body, shoulders down, just the pelvis. So just the pelvis, tuck and arch. Just isolate the pelvis to start with. And then take it into full cat-cow. So when you're ready, tuck the head, tuck the tailbone, and then lift the head, lift the tailbone. Tuck it under. Breathing in or out, it doesn't matter. Whatever breath feels right for you, but just keep that breath going and just nice smooth movement. Two more. Okay, now we're going to come to the legs. So set that upper body and neck up and hold that there and extend a leg and swap. So one leg at a time. Now, if you've got a band on and that's too hard, take the band off. Okay, so we've done it without the band in the past. The option is to add the band, which obviously is going to make it a bit harder. And if that feels like you can't control your pelvis and your upper body, and get rid of it. Keep breathing. So I want you to imagine you've got a tray sitting across your pelvis. And as you extend that leg, we're keeping that tray as steady as possible. So we're really long through the body, long. Imagine the string pulling you from the crown, pulling you from the tailbone. Keep breathing. Shoulder blades down, chin tucked in, neck is long. Okay, we're going to hold the next one out there, and we've got 10 little pulses to the ceiling. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And swap sides, extend, hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Come in, just sit back, give your wrists a little roll and shake. Okay, and then we're going to come back to that position. So back to all fours. We're going to extend one leg back. Okay, keep it there. And then the opposite hand, so I'll do the other leg, comes up and we're going to extend it out, draw it back down. So stay on one side, keep one leg extended and just work the arm. So extend it away, draw it back in. Steady through the body, steady through the pelvis, nice and long through the body. Now you can have your toes touching on the floor. If you want to work harder, lift the foot off the floor. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and swap sides. Other leg extends and other hand reaches up, draw it back, squeeze that shoulder blade, squeeze it back in. Leg can come off the floor if that feels right. Nice and stable through the body. Lengthen from the crown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good job. Come on down onto your butt. Swing your legs around, take your band off. Just going to finish off with a bit more scapular work. So get your band, your long band, wrap it around the balls of your feet. Sit up nice and tall on those sit bones, so no slouching. When you're ready, low row. So sit up nice and tall, lengthen the crown of the head up to the ceiling. If you need something under your bottom to help get your pelvis into that position, you can sit on a towel. And we're just squeezing, putting the elbows in, pinch those shoulder blades. Squeeze, open the chest. Again, should feel pretty good. Spend a lot of time flexed over to opening the chest. Nice big deep breath. Down into the tummy, take the breath into the bottom of the ribs. Okay, we're going to add some rotation. So we're going to squeeze back, look over the shoulder, other side. So a little bit of thoracic rotation, squeeze into the shoulder blade, roll back and turn and have a look. Good. Excellent. Just 2 more. Last one. Okay, give your shoulders a roll. Now you can keep the band there. You're going to come down, you're going to roll down. So you can use the band to try and help roll yourself down, or you can do it without the band. But you guys have all done a roll down before, so when you're ready, start up nice and tall, take a breath in, on the breath out, chin to chest, start to make a C shape with the spine, and then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, take it down. And then when you get there, let go of the band. Take a foot onto the opposite knee or other knee, reach through, and give those glutes a stretch. And swap sides. And just start to slow your breath down. Just taking a few slow, deep, back to those nice big deep tummy breaths. Relax the neck, relax the shoulders. Sink the ribs into the floor. Hug a knee into the chest, extend the other leg away. Just start to soften the back muscles. Let the pelvic floor go. Deep breath all the way down to your sit bones. And imagine your sit bones softly widening. Swap sides. Now, with that knee that you've got up, take the opposite hand onto the outside of the knee. Your other arm's going to go out away from you, and you're going to try and roll that knee over just as far as you can. So pull to your right, Karen. Take your left arm out away from you on the floor. Outside like a T. Yep, yep. That's it. Perfect. And then slowly up. Other hand on the outside of the knee, arm out to the side, and just roll your body away. Okay, coming back and finishing off with any stretch you like. I, of course, will be in Happy Baby. Find whatever stretch you like. So if you're in Happy Baby, you're holding your feet, your ankles, and you're trying to lengthen your tailbone and your head, crown of your head. So imagine your spine is long on the floor. And take a little rock. Otherwise, hug your knees into your chest. Just give your back a little rock from side to side. Anything that feels right or good. 2 more slow, big, deep breaths. Right down to the pelvis, to the lower tummy. Just relax the neck, shoulders. And then when you're ready, you can roll on over and come on up.